नमस्कार दोस्तों, कल इस सेक्शन 43B सब क्लॉज H ऑफ इनकम टैक्स एक्ट बहुत चर्चा विवाद का विषय बना हुआ है. रीजन behind it says any payment if not made to MSME on time, then it will be disallowed. Before going further, let's discuss what is the companies who are covered in MSME. First company is micro company. Micro company is that company if it is in manufacturing, then the investment in plant and machinery should be less than 25 lakh rupees. If it is in service, then investment in plant and machinery should be less than 10 lakh rupees. Then comes our small company. If it is in manufacturing, then investment should be more than 25 lakh but less than 5 crore rupees. But if it is in service, then the investment should be more than 10 lakhs and less than 2 crore rupees. For medium enterprises, the investment in plant and machinery should be between 5 to 10 CR for manufacturing and between 2 to 5 CR for service sector companies. Now, I will read out for you what is section 43B says. Any sum payable by the assessee to a micro or small enterprise beyond the time limit. Hold on for a minute. It says micro or small enterprise. So that means medium enterprise is not here. So leave it medium enterprise. Beyond the time limit specified in section 15 of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Act 2006. This is the law. Then it further says there is one proviso. Provided nothing contained in this section except the provision of this clause shall apply if it is actually paid before the due date of filing of return. So if it is in this clause, then of course it won't fall. Now, what is section 15? I will read that also for you. Liability of buyer to make payment. Where any supplies any goods or services or underlying services to any buyer, the buyer shall make payment therefore on or before the date agreed upon between him and the supplier in writing, not verbal, in writing. Or where is no agreement in this behalf before the appointed day. Mark it here, appointed day. We'll discuss later what is appointed day. Provided that in no case the period agreed upon between supplier and the buyer in writing shall exceed 45 days from the date of acceptance or the day of deemed acceptance. 45 days. This means even if you have an agreement with your supplier or vendor for more than 45 days or 90 days or 100 days or 180 days and he is registered in MSME, it can that agreement is overruled by this section and you have to make payment within 45 days. No choice. Now, in this section of MSME, there are three things. Day of acceptance or deemed day of acceptance and the appointed day. Let's discuss what is day of acceptance. Day of acceptance means the day in which the supplier has supplied the goods and rendered his services and that has been accepted by the buyer. That is a day of acceptance. But if there is a dispute or whatever name called dispute, then it will be on the day of removal of dispute. If there is no dispute, then it is that date itself will be deemed day of acceptance, whether it is in writing or not. And the appointed day is 15 days from the day of acceptance or deemed day of acceptance. That means if there is an agreement in writing between company and its vendor, then the maximum period could be 45 days. If there is no agreement, then the maximum period is 15 days, in which you have to make payment to your suppliers. Now I have received few questions in this regard, which I am reading it for you. What is micro, small and medium are explained. How to interest provision in books. Interest provision in this act says 3 times of the RBI rate. That means repo rate. 3 times of that, which is 6.5 at present. So 19.5 will be the interest rate, and that interest is not a allowable expenditure in Income Tax Act. You have to keep it in mind. You have to pay this much of interest to your vendors and that is not a allowable expenditure. Then I have received MSME and tax audit. Some people are asking whether it is applicable to tax audit people or no. It is applicable. This section is applicable to every SLC. Tax audit, only the tax auditor has to report whether this section is followed or not, but it is applicable to every SLC. Then I have received a question whether work contract is a service. Yes, work contract is a service. In my opinion, this is service. Then I have received one question whether they just not manufacturer, service supplier, only a trader, wholesaler, retail trader, or B2B trader. So whether to them also this payment section will apply? In my opinion, no. Though as per the office memorandum in 2021, traders are allowed to get them registered for Udyog memorandum, but that is only for the purpose of bank loan, nothing else. So benefit of 15 days or 45 days, whatever is applicable, is not to them. Few more questions I'm reading. In 40A versus 43B. If it in TDS, 40A means TDS has been deducted but not deposited. Of course, that expenditure disallowed. Expenditure can't be disallowed twice. If it is once disallowed under 40A, it can't be disallowed in 43B. But both are two different. But expenditure is disallowed up to tax expenditure only, not twice. These are the questions I received. I read the questions. I gave my answers to it. If any of you need any further guidance or questions have or to ask me, you can send me a message below this video. Thank you very much.